Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be changing out my monthly tray and I'm going to be picking out the fragrances that I am going to be using during the month of May. So I am ready for some tropical scents because here in Puerto Rico, it is hot. It is pretty much beach weather. It's sunny. So yeah, I'm bringing out all of the hot weather fragrances. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, beauty, self-care, and body care. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I hope that you guys are doing great today, and I appreciate all of the love and the support. I'm going to show you guys real quick just how excited I am with this past month's tray. I did declutter, I think it was one fragrance. But the rest of them, I used all of them at least once or twice. And then I did mention a few in my favorites video. For example, I did talk about Ellis Brooklyn Myth. So I did show a few fragrances in my favorites, and then after I filmed that favorites video, the last week and a half of the month, I kind of focused on 3 fragrances on this tray because I did mention to you guys that I'm trying to use up as much bottles as I can before next year when it's my time to move. So I did finish my Versace Eros EDT. It is completely done. I also finished this half-ounce bottle of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. This isn't my favorite or anything. It's okay. It's fresh. It's nice for springtime and summertime, but it's not one that I will repurchase. But it is nice while I was wearing it. It was refreshing. It's just not a standout fragrance for me. And then I recently finished Giorgio de Armani Acqua di Gioia, and this one I used every time that I was going out anywhere. I went to my uncle's birthday party. When I would visit family and stuff, I was just splashing this on as well as wearing it during the day. Sometimes I would wear it to bed. So this one I did go through pretty quickly. So that is 3 bottles that I finished this month. So I am super proud of that. So those are the bottles. And these are the fragrances that are left. Let's go ahead and let's empty out this tray and work on filling up the tray for May. All right, guys, so let's get started with the tray. I have been kind of like wanting to change my tray, so I am going to be visiting Home Goods. So maybe for next month, I'll have a different tray. I'm not sure yet, but I am getting a little, I get bored of things. Sometimes it's not good, but the tray is empty. I gave it a little quick wipe down, so I'm going to start filling it up. Sorry if you hear a little bit of noise. There's always something going on outside, whether someone's cutting the grass or they're cleaning the street. And I also have my girls in the living room, so there might be a little bit of noise. But let's go ahead and let's get started. So the first fragrance I'm going to be putting out this month is one that I raved about. It's one that not many people like. It's like a you love it or you hate it type of fragrance, but I love this and I was dying to bring it back out because I loved it so much last year. And this is Versace's Dylan Turquoise. First of all, this bottle is just so gorgeous. I love it so much. I prefer it over the original Dylan. I love the packaging. I love the scent better. This has guava, which is, it just gives it a nice sweet touch. And I think that is where some people don't like it because some people don't pick up the guava. So they just get like a lemony type of scent, but I pick up the guava the entire time. So it's very, very sweet to me. Next up, I'm going to be bringing out another fragrance that I love so much, and it has been with me before I even started my channel, and I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, I'm obsessed with it. And this is Givenchy's Haute Couture, and this is the EDT. I have never tried the EDP version, but the EDT to me is perfection. And this is like a smoky raspberry type of fragrance. It's very chic and bold, but still girly at the same time. It has like an edge to it. I do have a review on this fragrance. It was one of my first videos, and it's funny to watch because I was very nervous, but this is one of the first fragrances that I reviewed on my channel. Next up, I'm going to be adding a recent release, and this is a new addition to my collection. And this is Juliet Has a Gun Magnolia Bliss. This, the more that I play around with this, the more it reminds me of the Herbal Essence shampoo, the rose one. And I love that shampoo. So this one smells just like that to me. It just has a little bit of a ginger kick to it. So that's pretty much the only difference, but it smells just very girly, perfect for spring and summer. And if you do pick up on that ginger, then you're going to get like that spicy kind of like fresh zing that ginger gives, but it is so beautiful. Next up, I'm going to add two of the fragrances that I recently showed in a fragrance haul, and these are by Clean Reserve. So I'm going to be adding Clean Reserve Solar Bloom so that I can play around with this one and see how I feel about it when I wear it. And I'm also going to be adding Clean Reserve Skin. So I want to see if I can make this last a little bit longer, if I overspray, if I spray my clothes, to see if it can last a bit longer. Because the first time I tried it, it was just not there for longevity, but the scent is so nice. Next up, I am going to be adding another fragrance that I love so much, and I used it last summer a lot. And this is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Sun. It is my favorite flanker of the light blue line, and it is just a summery, coconutty, just beachy version of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I love it so much. Next up, I'm going to be adding this Guerlain fragrance that I added recently as well to my collection. I haven't worn it yet because I was waiting for the weather to just be like super hot. This is Aqua Allegoria Limon Verde. Beautiful, beautiful scent for very hot weather. Very, very realistic lime. But then there's also like a bit of a sweetness as it starts to dry down, and it is just very, very nice. It's perfect. Next up, I'm going to be adding a must-have for spring and summer, even better for summer. And this is MAC Turquoise. I love this fragrance, and it looks like it has a little bit left, but when you flip it over, there's still a bunch because the bottom, I believe, also has fragrance in it. And when this runs out, after I move, I'm definitely getting the big bottle of this because I have owned about 3 bottles of Turquoise and I just never get tired of it. So it's a must-have in my collection. I'm also going to be adding a fragrance that reminds me of MAC Turquoise. It's very similar, yet still a little bit different. And this is by Skylar Clean Beauty, and this is Pink Canyon. The closest that I have ever found to smelling like MAC Turquoise, but it has a little bit of like different touches in it, but they're very, very similar. Next up, I'm going to be adding a fragrance that I got last year, and many people weren't impressed with this fragrance and actually loved it from the first moment that I tried it. But it has been almost a year since I have used this, so I am curious as to how I'm going to feel about it this year because our noses change, and yeah, some fragrances just smell so different after I haven't smelled them for a while. But this is Lancôme La Vie est Belle Soleil Cristal, which I think the bottle is just so beautiful. And as you can see, it does have a dent because I did love it so much last year, so I'm hoping to still love it now. Next up, I'm going to be adding Dolce & Gabbana The Only One Intense. This fragrance is just such a tricky fragrance for me. I feel like one minute I love it, the next minute I feel like I'm going to get rid of it, then I try it again and I love it. So we're going to be using it again just to see how it goes this time. My husband says that it's a very sexy fragrance, so he does enjoy this one, but Maybe it's the neroli in here. Sometimes I feel like it bothers me a little bit, and then other times I don't really get bothered by it at all. So yeah, we're gonna be trying this out this month. Next up is another fragrance that I got last year. This is a flanker, and this is Mugler Angel Iced Star. And this is pretty much a piña colada in a fragrance. It's very tropical. All you get is pineapple and coconut, but there's a little bit of patchouli in there. It's not enough patchouli to turn me off, because you guys know that patchouli is just, it could be very horrible in some fragrances. This one has just the right amount, and it is perfection. Next up are two fragrances that were released for springtime, and I did use them already in one of my monthly trays, but I want to bring them out again because I do want to give them more use. And these are from the Marc Jacobs line, and this is Daisy Love Skies by Marc Jacobs. So I'm going to be using this one again. I loved this one when I got it, and when I used it, I believe it was like 2 months ago, I had it on my tray. And then I'm also going to be adding the Daisy by Marc Jacobs Skies. So this one has a little bit more violet in it. Like, I pick up more violet, but it's still wearable for me. But it's not, I prefer the Daisy Love Skies over this one. Next up, I'm going to be adding another fragrance that I featured in my haul. And this is Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Garden. Hopefully it doesn't make me sick. I'm going to spray just like 1 or 2 sprays the first time I wear it, and then see if I can work my way up from there. But this fragrance can get a little cloying pretty quick. So it's like a very thick, sweet coconut floral fragrance. It's very creamy. It's beautiful, but I feel like you can't really overspray this one. Next up, I'm going to be adding Givenchy's Irresistible EDP to the tray. I just love this fragrance so much. I feel like this might be my Mother's Day fragrance. I've just been like missing this one. I want to wear it. So I think this is going to be my Mother's Day fragrance for this year. Not completely sure yet, but I'm leaning towards this one. Next perfume is also a recent addition to my collection, and this is Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. It's hard for me to pronounce that, but it is the EDP version, the pink one. It smells so good, so girly, perfect for spring and summer. Next up, I'm going to be adding 2 of my recent replica purchases, and these are these small bottles. I believe these are 1 ounce bottles, and I have here Replica Beach Walk. Beautiful for summertime. And then I also have Replica's Bubble Bath, which I want to see how I feel about this one. If I love this one and it ends up being one that I really, really like, as well as Beach Walk, I might get the big bottle once I move. Next up, I'm going to be adding Tocca's Simone fragrance. This is perfect for summer as well. I believe this has a watermelon note in it. It is just refreshing, very thin fragrance. It's not thick or cloying or syrupy, nothing like that. It's very airy, refreshing, perfect for hot weather. Next up, I'm going to be adding Alien Goddess to the tray. I want to start wearing this with Bath & Body Works Copper Coconut Sands. It's the perfect layering combo. So I do have that soap in my shower right now. So I want to start using this before I run out of the body wash. And I want to pair it with the body cream and the fragrance mist. Next up, I'm going to be adding Elie Saab Girl of Now Shine. I'm just craving that pineapple in this fragrance, and I cannot wait to wear this one again. Next up, I am going to be adding Mont Blanc Signature, and excited to wear this one again. I haven't worn this one in pretty much a year. So I got it last year, I think during summer, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I want to wear this one again. And it's just nice and creamy, yet it has a little bit of citrus touches in it as well. It's really, really nice. Next up, I'm going to be adding another Dolce & Gabbana light blue flanker, and this one is the Forever flanker. This one just has a really, really nice white floral twist to it. It gives off like that bubblegum type of vibe. So this is another one that I do enjoy better than the original. Once I run out of this bottle, I don't think that I would repurchase it, but it is a very nice fragrance. Next up, I'm going to be adding Burberry Her EDT. I love this one for spring and summer, so I do want to give it more use before we head into the fall months. Next up, I'm going to be adding Ralph Lauren's Beyond Romance. This is another beautiful raspberry scent. I haven't really played too much with this one. I did get it a while back and I just want to wear it some more. It's really nice, very sweet, but it does have similarities to Ari. So I feel like if you have Ari, you might not want to have too much of the same thing, but it is really nice. And this one feels a little bit more grown from what I remember, but I do need to start wearing it again. And then I'm also going to be adding this Lancome Idole Aura. And this one, I'm just gonna put it on the tray just to test it out because I was iffy with this one. Not sure if this is for me yet, but I will be wearing it this month. Alright guys, so that is my tray for May. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what are the fragrances that you are going to be wearing for May, if you are doing a tray, or if you have any new fragrances that you're excited about for this month. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in my next video.